All Madden part number 2 is live in Madden 24, and today's the day you can actually get a full free 91 overall player. Let's talk about it. Now, Say family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this are having a wonderful week. Hope you're having a great Thursday, and without further ado, let's talk about it. Now, as you can see right here, when we skirt on over to the All Madden Field Pass, you will notice there are new objectives in the game. There's new stats, there's new challenges, and new head-to-head missions. And of course, with these new missions in the game, there is now enough available XP to get the level number 18 and get a 91 overall BND All Madden Fantasy Pack. Now, I'm not gonna lie, getting here can be difficult, but what I'm gonna do in the video is I'm gonna go through and show you what missions you need to play, as well as what missions you actually don't need to play to get to this tier. Now, hold on, before we do, on the screen right here are my picks for Thursday Night Football. I'm not gonna lie, I've basically been living in Alaska recently because my picks have been chilly, they've been cold, we've been missing a little bit recently. But today, we're looking to change that. As you can see on the screen, a couple picks. If we hit one of these, we're gonna be winning $300, which will be absolutely awesome. If you guys want to make some picks for yourself, the place I'm making these is Underdog Fantasy. Now, Underdog is a very simple app to use. You basically click the higher or the lower for certain stat projections. See how on the screen right here, we went higher or lower on some of these stats. You guys can do the same thing, and if you get your picks correct, you win cash. Now, if you want to check it out, I will leave the link to Underdog Fantasy down below in the description. You can either click that link or go to the App Store and download Underdog, but as you're signing up, put in the promo code SWIFTBOYS. It's the first thing it's going to ask you to do. Now, what that will do is it will match your first deposit up to $500, and it will give you a Bryce Young 0.5 yards line. So if you sign up with code SWIFT, you're going to get Bryce Young's line set to 0.5 yards. I think he's going to get at least a yard tonight. If you think so as well, use code SWIFT, and without further ado, let's get into it. Now, fellas, what I did to prepare for this video is I went through and I calculated how much XP is available in this field pass, and then we figured out how much total XP you need to get to level 91. Now, as you can see, to get to level 91, you need 40,000 All Madden XP, and inside this field pass, if we just take a look at the stats, the challenges, the sets, and the head-to-head, there is 41,000 available XP. And that doesn't even include the daily tracker, which can give you 500 more XP every single day. This program's been out for a few days. It's been out for a full week. So theoretically, you could have earned another 3,500 XP if you did your daily every single day. So there is more than enough available XP in here. Let's talk about what missions you want to do, as well as what missions you might want to skip. Now, starting it off with the stats tab, if you're looking to max out this field pass, all 4 of these missions are an absolute must. These 2 missions right here were in the game in release number 1. They were very simple to do. There are 2 new missions in release 2. One is making 150 tackles with 2 All Madden players in your lineup. Just be sure you have 2 All Madden players in your lineup at all times. And the other is completing 200 passes with 2 All Madden players in your lineup. Now, as you can see, I'm about like 10 to 20% of the way done both of these missions. All I've really done is played solo challenges for a little bit, haven't really been grinding much at all. So to be honest, I think with a stat mission, you typically don't necessarily need to grind for these, but if you are looking to max out the field pass, all 4 of these need to be maxed out. That's part of the formula for sure. There's other missions you can skip, like I said, but these 4 missions, they gotta be maxed out. Okay, now moving on to the solo challenges, boys. I would also suggest that you max out both of these objectives. To max these objectives out, you basically need 140 total stars in these solo challenges. Let me give you a little tip though, because as you can see right here, within these challenges, there's actually more than 140 available stars. If we take a look at the All Madden solos right here, you can actually get all the way up to, I believe it is 160. Yeah, you can get all the way up to 160. So you're not going to need to play through every single solo in here. For me personally, I think the gauntlet solos are a little bit easier than like the base All Madden solos. As you can see, I'm already up to 100 stars in this section. I haven't played through a ton of just like the regular All Madden ones. I think I just played through one of them. So what I would recommend you do is I would look for any like shorter solos in the regular All Madden section. As you can see, this one right here, very simple. This one would only require me to make a 50+ yard field goal in the first half. I would play this. And any solo that's going to take you a full quarter or more, like this one right here, to not allow a touchdown in the second half, this is a perfect example of a solo you do not want to play. This is a full half challenge. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's necessary to get to tier number 10 to get the 85 overall player. Tier 9 is a must. Tier 10, not necessarily a must. So for me personally, again, I'm going to kind of use my own discretion as I'm going through here and not play through all these. And that's what I recommend you do. If you see a solo and it's like, damn, this is going to take me a long time to do, skip it. Typically, you can skip the All Madden ones, but you're probably going to want to play through the whole All Madden gauntlet section. Okay, now at that point, you've been grinding through your solos. You probably made some good progress on your stats as well. Let's continue churning these out. Now for the sets right here, EA Sports did not add any missions. We've already done all these. If you guys have done these as well, perfect, you're set. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Okay, now moving on to head-to-head, there's a couple different missions in here that they just added to the game. One is scoring 30+ touchdowns in the All Madden trial event, and and one is gaining 3,000 yards in head-to-head or solo battles. Now, for me personally, I think this mission right here is an absolute must. Gaining 3,000 offensive yards in solo battles, really all you're going to want to do is go into a solo battle game and throw for touchdowns. It's very simple. You can run verticals, play it on the easiest mode possible. On defense, you can probably run field goal block, let your opponent score, and you can go through here. You could probably grind this mission out in one game. I know it's a game that would take a little bit of time. It would probably take you about 30 minutes to go through here and get 3,000 offensive yards in a game. You're going to have to score, I think it is like 35 touchdowns, which does take a little bit of time. It's probably going to take you about like 30 minutes in total, but once you grind that out, you could get this whole mission done in one game. So that leaves us with 2 other missions, and to me personally, this is really the only part of this field pass where you got to make a decision, right? Like the stat stuff, you got to get it all done. The challenges stuff, you got to get it all done. The sets, you got to get it all done. These bottom 2 missions need to be completed. The offensive yard mission, it needs to be completed because there's not a ton of leeway in here. But when it comes to these final 2 missions, here's what I would probably suggest. Okay, now what I would suggest you do when it comes to tackling these last 2 missions is I would say you probably want to try and get 30 touchdowns in the All Madden event. I know that is going to take a little bit of time. If you're scoring like 2 to 3 touchdowns per game though, that's like playing 1 season of the All Madden trial event, which I know can take a little bit of time, but I would say you'd probably want to max that out. And then for this one right here, I think if you win 5 head-to-head or solo battle games, you'd be fine, right? Like I think you can skip out on the bottom a little bit of XP, the 1,500 and the 2,000 XP you get for winning 15 and 25 games. I think you can actually skip out on that because like I said before, I did the math on this field pass and you actually can skip out on a little bit of XP. If you're doing your daily objective, you can skip out on about like 4,000 XP. So you can definitely skip out on the bottom aspect of this mission. And to me personally, that's going to be your best and quickest formula to go through here and get everything done. Really, all you're going to have to do when it comes to playing is play the All Madden challenges and then get into the All Madden trial event and grind solo battles. I think if you get into the All Madden trial event, score these 30 touchdowns and then do the offensive yards and solo battles, all the stats will be completed. So realistically, it's not that difficult. There's 3 steps. Step 1, play through your solo challenges. Step 2, go into a solo battle game, get 3,000 offensive yards in that game. And step 3, score the 30 plus touchdowns in the All Madden trial event. That's probably going to take you the longest. I will say I don't mind playing that event. It's actually kind of fun. And to me personally, that's probably your best formula to max out this field pass and get to level number 18. For me personally, yeah, I'm a little ways away and I'm in a kind of weird situation because I'm actually like not trying to get more progress in the competitive field pass. I kind of want to wait right here at level number 29. That way I can save this XP token for season 3. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to scroll down and drop a like. It is the best way to support me as a creator. If you want to subscribe as well, that would be absolutely awesome. And of course, Underdog Fantasy is linked down below in the description if you would like to check it out. Again, that's always very much appreciated. One All Madden pack to end this off right here. Do I even want to do it? I really don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I was thinking about it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to lose my coins for the entertainment. I'm out, boys. Peace.